Hey, I'm Michael. Welcome back to another video. Today we want to talk about Founders First. Before we get into the video, as always, a quick disclaimer when I talk about individual companies. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research when investing into individual companies, and this is not financial advice. And especially today, because we talk about small cap, or we could even call it a tiny cap. Because the market value, the market cap of Founders First, sits below 50 million. And it's on the ASX now for a couple of months. It got listed at the end of 2019. What is Founders First? It's in the food and beverage sector, so it's actually mainly beverage. And it had the idea of creating a company that supports the supply chain and helps craft beer breweries and craft beer companies to accelerate their sales. And what they do is they not just offer a service, but their plan is to acquire more and more businesses, or at least a large stake into businesses, into breweries, to then support them with their knowledge about distribution, marketing, and to basically combine all those efforts for different companies and create a big variety of brands. And how Founders First does that, they actually have established one brand called Mighty Craft, and within that brand, they basically distribute those other liquor brands and breweries to markets, so to Coles or to Woolworths, and their liquor stores, and also other independent liquor stores. And it's quite interesting. So they have already quite a large number of breweries under their belt, basically. One of their recent investments was into Jetty Road Brewery, which is in Mornington Peninsula. Another Victorian-based brewery, which called Ballistic, and that's more in regional Victoria. And they are now trying to extend their offering also in whiskey and gin. So they have Brogan's Way gin, and the other another really interesting company they have acquired, or at least a stake in, is Torquay Beverage company. And they have quite an interesting product. They have an alcoholic drink with kombucha. So usually kombucha drinks are non-alcoholic and a little bit on the healthier and fancy side. And they try to create an alcoholic drink with kombucha. So quite an interesting range of modern and crafty drinks. And again, the focus sits on supporting those breweries with supply chain and marketing to combine the efforts and to create a strong brand to go and to actually go to the large stores like Coles and Woolworths. Really interesting model. But again, as I mentioned, tiny company, and with that, there comes obviously a lot of risk, right? A small company, they have to expand quite a lot. They have to invest a lot. And you can see that when you look into their annual reportings and the announcements that they made, they have collected already quite a number of times some money. And there's currently a capital raising going on. So shareholders are currently able to participate in a purchasing plan. And that purchasing plan, you can buy shares for a discount for, I think, 0.35 Australian dollars, so 35 cents. And the current share price sits at 38 cents at the moment. So a little bit of a discount there. But yeah, in general, it's growing heavily, and the underlying businesses are growing heavily. For example, the Jetty Brewery, they grew with over 200% last year, and also the other business that they have, there's a very high growth potential there. Yes, still an investment that they make, and obviously a little bit on the break now because of the current situation, the lockdowns we had, and the current climate, but generally pretty good. And one other reason I invested into that company is that I have a really good feeling about that management. And actually, when I look at the business and what they do and how they run their business, it would be a business that I would love to have on my own. So I actually feel like, yes, I can really relate on what they are doing and what their relationship to the breweries looks like. And I would love to have that entire business. I just can't afford it, so I just purchased a couple of shares into the company. Again, sits in my very risky part of my portfolio and just a small part of my portfolio into that company. But really interesting. It will be a long-term holding because that will not be quick growth in just a couple of months. It will have to grow over time. But I'm very confident that there will be a great growth over the next couple of years with that company. It's just, you can see that they have that passion for craft beer, and they even have done a lot of. They are really engaged with the craft beer community. The CEO was part of some interviews on craft beer forums and on podcasts around craft beer. So really engaged in that whole industry, and it's really great to follow. So yeah, let me know what you think about risky investments in general, and let me know and have a look at what Founders First does. The ticker code is FFL. And yeah, let me know your opinion about risky investments or investment into small companies in general. I hope this was interesting to you, and yeah, something different. Probably a company that is not that much known. Love to hear your thoughts, and yeah, thank you for watching the video. Until then, bye.